Howdy folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don, this is Rockin' the Country. As always, I am doing a gift request from none other than DJ Jacob Herricks. That's what I dubbed that's what I dubbed Jacob back in the day. DJ Jacob Herricks. And Jacob's down in Texas. So Jacob, thank you for this gift and the request. Shane Smith and the Saints with Molly Tuttle. And I've done Shane and I've also done Molly reactions on the channel, but I don't think I've done them together. And this is live at Red Rocks. And Red Rocks is on my bucket list to get to. In the least case scenario, I want to take a yoga class there because they'll do like yoga for like 1,000 people that'll be, you know, stair-stepped on their way up with their yoga mats. And I want to take, or I would even teach a class there as well because I've been teaching for 20 years. But I would be more than happy just to take one there, just to experience the environment, but I don't know the song. So we're going to find out. I'd love to see a concert there too. I don't know who would be my favorite musician to see there. I don't know. Just the experience would be very cool. All right, let's see what Shane's got. Shane Smith and the Saints. Love that name.
Everybody make some noise for the lovely Miss Molly Tuttle getting up here. She's going to do a song for us.
With the hat. I love it.
Wow.
We sprung this on her last minute. I apologize. But give it up for her, everybody.
Thank you.
They're right there on top of the stage. Badass. He looks a little like Brett Eldridge.
There's an alligator in that tank where my papa fishing nearly every day. He said he got his dog back in '82. Never saw the gator, but I guess it's true.
Oh.
Maybe that's a small town thing. My daddy had a story sounded just the same. We used to find minnows nearly every week with K-Rods in his Jeep.
You're like me, Texas queen. I knew it from the start. 'Cause you drank whiskey like the fountain of youth at a tap straight to that bar.
Well, you don't say what's your name.
I like her
love
voice.
you all the same. You remind me of where I was born and raised.
I reminded you of where you was born and raised. Yeah.
This is a great choice, Jacob.
Well, there's a live oak on our farm. Lost 100-year battle with a lightning storm. It's the only time I ever seen my grandpa cry. He didn't shed a tear when his brother died.
I swear it's like I'm kin to you. Every story you tell me sounds like my youth. I bet you got an uncle that always sings. Bet you got a kiss that tastes just like sweet tea. Texas queen, I loved you from the start. As you drank whiskey like the fountain of youth at a tap straight to that bar.
Well, you don't say what's your name. I loved you all the same. You remind me of where I was born and raised.
All right.
I reminded you of where you was born and raised. I know you've had others try to put a ring on you, but you're still wild and tough as tobacco that the devil himself won't chew. There's no rhyme or reason why we choose to live this way when your rambling boots have seen their final day.
Man.
Remember me, Texas queen. Picture us together on a front porch swing. We could play cards every Friday night, smoke a little smoke till we feel alright.
Well, I might call your way. I loved you all the same. You remind me of born and raised.
There's a lot going on in this song.
I reminded you of where you was born and raised.
You remind me of where I was born and raised.
Yeah.
I'm digging that fiddle too.
Molly Tuttle and Benny Brown, everybody, give it up for them. Thank you.
They paired really well together. And that's so, you know, when a songwriter writes a song, I know because I've got a couple of hundred of them that I fleshed out in various degrees. I have in mind who, is it a guy singing? Is it a girl singing? Or is it a duet? And if it's a male and female, I'll specify that at the top of the song. And then sometimes I just have the theme of the song laid out, or a particular line that I thought of, or a phrase or a turn of phrase that I'd like to flesh out. Other songs, I've got them fleshed out. But one of the things that's important when you're setting the stage background to a song is who's singing the who. Or could it be interchangeable? Some songs could be male or female. You just change the pronouns or whatever, you know, and there you're off and running. But this is a song that absolutely needed guy girl. But I mean, the word that popped into my mind probably about 2.5, maybe even 3 minutes into the song was the word dense. There was so much in this song that it's set against the backdrop of Texas. And what's brought into it is like the grandfather who cried when lightning struck, ruined the farm. He didn't cry, but now that's him singing, Shane singing. When Molly's singing, she said like my grandfather didn't cry when his own brother died. And I don't know if those are two different grandfathers, because this is a story of two people who live apart. But they know each other, they like each other. There was one line in there that was, I don't know if I would say poignant, but certainly got my attention, was that it was something like, you didn't care enough to ask me my name, but I like you just the same. So it's kind of like, I got the sense that they like not necessarily met in a bar or meet in a bar, but they both remind each other of back home. They both have deep family histories that they're connected with, that's part of them, that they're bringing out, that's being brought out in the song clearly. But now he wants to start something with her that might wind up being the same type of legacy that was left by their respective grandparents. So, I mean, it's just this fascinating account. And I like Shane's delivery. I really liked her delivery in this song. There was a delicateness to it. Certainly a femininity, but a strength and a beauty in her voice. Not just because she has a beautiful voice, which she does, but for the song, her voice was uniquely good. But I really like his too. But the fiddle really set the literal tone and the figurative tone for this song. And it wasn't a melancholy fiddle. It was more a factual fiddle. I don't know. Maybe I could write a song about different types of fiddles. But Jacob, really good call on this. Some songs are so dense that to unpack them, you could go on and on and on. But so that's what I've got out of one listen to this and trying to take in a lot of stuff. And the people behind the stage didn't get to see their faces. And I was wondering if Molly might turn around or Shane might turn around. Or the fiddler turn around and like face them just for 15 seconds just to give them a facial thing. But then that screws the sound up because you got to sing into the mic, obviously. They knew they'd be recorded. So, I'm sure going into it, they're prepped by the production people and the sound people. Don't turn around. When you sing and when you play, make sure you're facing into the mic. So I'm going to rate this, and this was an experience. And it really captured one element of the human experience, you know, just folks who live a long time on a farm or on a ranch, and just old timers who are committed to that lifestyle. And he wants to put a ring on her finger. And because I know a lot of people have tried to do that before, but we don't have to live this way, like ships in the night type of deal. Man, I hope I'm on the right track. Of course, who wants to be in the wrong track? But I hope I'm on the right track. So I'm going to come in on this one, and it's a 9.3. They just duetted well. The sound was really crisp too, but they really duetted, and I love seeing the crowd right up on the stage. I didn't realize they got that close to the stage at Red Rocks, so there we go. So Jacob, thank you for that gift, my friend, and that request. Good stuff, and I hope you're doing well down there in the great state of Texas. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video, and keep rocking the country.
You don't say what's your name. I love you all the same.